It's been a while, I know. It's actually been almost a year since my last actual manga review that I've done. Just recently, I did, however, come across a collector's edition, which came out not too long ago either. I actually made a post about it a couple months back. Now that collector's edition is none other than one of my most favorite anime, which is Mushishi. Now as you guys can see, it's Mushishi collector's edition, very bulky, very heavy, and it is released by Kodansha Comics. Honestly, I wasn't that surprised to hear it either, because just looking at the quality of this release, it really reminded me of the Parasite release. Like you guys can see on the screen, like this is literally the same size as Parasite, same size as Chobits. These are all published by Kodansha Comics, and man, they really hit it out of the park when it comes to hardcover releases. Now, of course, in terms of paperback releases, they have dodgy performance, and I've mentioned this a million times in my past videos, guys. Again, at this point, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, so I don't want to get too much into that again. Now, right off the bat, you guys can see that this release just oozes quality. You can just see it. It screams quality. The paper quality is amazing. Quality, quality, quality. But really, guys, the paper quality they use in this release, it just feels so good in the hand. Again, when it comes to colored pages, they do not fail to deliver in this release. There are multiple pages scattered throughout the manga that are colored, and they have this watercolor look to them, which I really think does suit Mushishi as a whole, as a series. It really sets that mood and atmosphere. Now, if you're a manga only, reader, you're not really into the anime, having these colored pages is, I don't know, it kind of gives you this little vision of how the anime would look. Again, I love colored pages when it comes to manga, and I try to look for releases that are, have a lot of colored pages, or maybe they're fully in color. And I love that. I love it when, publishers do that. Now, I wanted to talk a bit about why this re-release of Mushishi is so big. And when I mean big, I mean it's huge. It's big news. Like when I first heard of it, I was taken aback because finding the original manga is a tall task. It's almost impossible. You're gonna end up paying like hundreds of dollars. So seeing Kodansha re-releasing this in a hardcover format, they really helped us out. For people who are collectors and people who want to collect this manga. Like for me, for example, I like collecting shorter series. So this was definitely on my list, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It's so overpriced as well, even if I do find it. So normally in my videos, I kind of just go over the release itself, but I do want to give my little 2 cents on what I feel about this manga in regards to, comparing it to the anime and stuff. Because I originally heard of Mushishi through the anime. I watched the anime, I watched all the seasons, the movies. So finally getting the manga and reading through it, it was definitely an interesting experience, but it wasn't different, which is good. Basically what I'm trying to say is, whether you watch the anime or read the manga, you're not missing out on anything. Both of them deliver in spades. Actually, if I had to give my personal opinion, I still recommend just checking the anime out, but just because of the music and the atmosphere, it's elevated, so much more with the sound effects and the soundtrack. But again, you're not missing out on anything. You can pick anime or manga, and everything you see in the manga is in the anime, so they adapted it very well. Now, in terms of other extra content in this manga, like aside from the colored pages, there are some small little snippets that are included, like small little manga stories, side stories, or stories from the author himself when he was a child. Now again, I don't know if these were also included in the original manga releases. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I kind of count this as a bonus material, because they also have the afterword. There's comments from the author himself. It's just very interesting to see. And overall, it just feels as though there was more, love put into this release by adding these small little details. So as far as I know, there will be 4 more releases of the hardcover, collector's edition. So in total, you will have 5 of these volumes, which will fully compile all the manga volumes. So you can have the complete Mushishi manga in this, beautiful hardcover format. I do recommend checking it out and purchasing it, especially if you're a huge fan of Mushishi. And if you like collecting, shorter manga series, this is definitely something to put on your list, because again, it's only 5 volumes. And I believe as of right now, in terms of pricing, it's sitting at about $30 US and $40 Canadian. Now for Canadian buyers, I would just recommend waiting for a sale or something. I think $40 is a bit much. Taxes in, you'll be paying close to $50 for this in Canadian. US buyers, go right ahead, $30, this is definitely worth it. Anyway guys, I know it's been a while since I've covered, manga, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I haven't fully stopped manga reviews. It's just due to certain, reasons I can't really buy manga as much as I would want to. But again, when I can do manga reviews, I will do it. I will try to cover new omnibus or deluxe edition releases. And if you guys have been watching my older videos, you know that I usually stick to shorter manga series. So I'm definitely going to keep doing that trend going forward. I just don't like to collect long mangas. So, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this release. And again, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and if you want to see more of this. But until then, I'll see you guys later.